rolling?
Yeah, I'm right now.
I'm StarF.
I'm Mattari.
I just got some basic, questions.
All right.
How long have you heard about known about nerdcore?
All right. I just answered this in another interview. All right. So, I started rapping in 2006, and then I found out about nerdcore in like late 2007, 2008. I found out about MC Frontalot from Newgrounds. Someone posted a song on the forum, and I really loved it, and I was like, oh, this is so cool. And I just looked further into it, and through finding these nerdcore artists, I eventually stumbled onto rhyme torrents, and then it just snowballed into what it is today. And that's for me. I don't.
Yeah. Well, me, I knew about some nerdcore artists, and I listened to Super 8-Bit Brothers.
How did you find them, Mattari?
How did I find the nerdcore artists?
How did you know about these nerdcore artists?
Well, I don't know. I mean, obviously MC Chris now isn't considered nerdcore, but I think he's the first one I heard because a friend of mine listened to him, and then from him I heard MC Lars, and then I started listening to the good ones like Frontalot and all of them. But I was starting to do rap myself at the time, and he actually introduced me to Scrub Club. So.
Speaking of which, how long have you known about Scrub Club for?
Since I found rhyme torrents, because that's when I found out about Scrub Club. When I started posting there, Mad Hatter started posting. Well, he was already posting there, and he started posting things about me, like saying, "Oh, this kid looks like he has a lot of potential and whatnot," and that was really like a good motivator for me, and it made me really look up to him. So. And once I found out, listened to his music, like I listened to 8-Bit Bullshit and I was blown away, and that's really when I just got hooked on Scrub Club.
What about you?
I've known about it for probably, what was it, a year ago now that we started talking?
Yeah, probably about a year.
Not longer?
A year and a half.
Yeah, a year and a half probably.
So what is your favorite Scrub Club album, and what's your favorite song off that album?
That's such a difficult question to put me on the spot with. I mean, some of my favorite albums I can think of off the top of my head. I mean, Doc Ock's Unlimited is fantastic, and some of my favorites are Dual Shocks and Joystick. Parcel Tongue is obviously fantastic. Mud Butt. I mean, there are many. 8-Bit Bullshit. Pretty much everything. I mean, this is a really hard question to answer for me. So I love all of it, but those are some that just came to mind right away.
For me, yeah, I suppose I'd pick 8-Bit Bullshit, Unlimited.
I'm gonna say my answers. Yeah, what he said.
Well, I don't know. I mean, 8-Bit Bullshit was the first one that I heard. At the time, I didn't actually know Mad Hatter or talk to him, but my ex had actually shown me one of his songs, and so Game Master became like one of my favorite songs for a while before I actually found the album. So. I don't know, I mean, I've liked most of what I've heard on there. I mean, I'm still getting used to Powerlifter stuff, but I think they're really good too, and a nice change of pace from everything else. I mean, it's all good. There's really nothing truly bad on Scrub Club.
Also, another album that I love, Resurrection. I mean, this is in the future when you watch the video and it's out. Like right now, I haven't heard it, but I know I'm gonna love it. So when this is out and you watch it, there you go.
And John Henry's gonna be kick-ass too.
Oh yeah, steampunk.
Oh yes, John Henry. I can't wait for that.
And don't forget about round 2. That's gonna be pretty good.
Oh yeah, round 2 with StarF and Mattari.
So what can I expect to hear from you two tonight?
Yes, let's use that as a segue. Oh, for tonight? Well, I'm gonna answer a different question. Okay. We have a new album coming out. I'm gonna do a plug called Round 2. We had an EP called Minnesota Fresh, but it was Minnesota Fresh, as Pops Ghostly put it. So we use that as like a crash course of working together, and now we put together a new full-length album called Round 2, where we fixed all the problems that we had on the first one. Anything you'd like to add to that before I actually answer his question?
I don't know. I mean, pretty much Round 2, we sat, listened to everything people told us. We have a bunch of inside jokes on there too, kind of bouncing off what we heard from the first one, and I think it shows a ton of improvement. I mean, it's going to have King Phoenix on there, Mad Hatter, and it's gonna have some others that people know like B-Type. So
Rappy McRapperson.
Yeah, and Rappy.
So Mattari, what can people expect to hear from us tonight? Let's bounce back to that.
They can expect to hear a couple tracks off the first CD, probably the best one. You're gonna hear a couple tracks off the new one, and then you're gonna hear a solo song from both me and him. So
the one I really want to know if you're gonna play is, I'm assuming you're gonna play is Nomicide.
Yes.
Yes, we're gonna play Nomicide, and it's going to be awesome. Okay. I will tell you now that we have a bag of candy for throwing into the crowd.
Yes.
And it's not melted?
So we will be getting everybody high off sugar.
Yes.
Alright, well thank you too for the interview, and Happy to hear from you.
All right, no problem.
All right.
Peace.
Peace.